problem of iris data. So let's go. First of all, we import the pandas and numpy library for data manipulation, and for visualization we import the matplotlib and the seaborn. We import the data which is stored in the iris.csv file. Then we see the how data look like, and so we use a value counts, which value counts on species column, so that which gives us the total count of every species or every categorical data. Here we have the 50-50 instance for each. This is the total description of the data, which is looking like how data is. Now let's move to the visualization part. For visualization, we right now using the seaborn. We implementing a scatter plot on sepal length and petal length, and this is how it look like. There is a species Iris setosa, which is in blue. For orange, Iris versicolor, and for green, Iris virginica. And there is another graph which is implemented like a scatter plot based on the sepal width and petal width. Similarly, the blue for Iris setosa, orange for Iris versicolor, and green for Iris virginica. Now we move toward the implementation of the ALGO method. It is important to know the appropriate value of k. Because k is the number of cluster that we want to create, and it may be the user input or it can be a default value. So right now we will want to know the appropriate value for k. So for this we use the k-means algorithm, and we create a lot of model of k-means or a lot of instance of k-means for this. For this we prepare a list ranging 2 to 10, in which we providing the n cluster value as I ranging from 2 to 10, and fit the ALGO data by dropping the ID here during the fitting, and be appending all the results in the result list. Right now we are plotting the result list with respect to the k value that we use. Our k value is ranging from 2 to 10, and 10 exclusive, and our score is varying like this. Here it is important to know that the major change in the score comes at the k equal to 3 and k equal to 4, but the most change come at only k equal to 3. The cluster count equal to 3. Right now we move towards the training of model. So for this we drop some features like species, categorical data, species, and the ID data, but we drop ID during the fitting. So for the splitting of the data, we use the train test split module, and after this we move toward the model clustering. We create a variable model which will represent the instance where the n cluster value equal to 3. We fit the xtrain data by dropping the ID column, and then we got the module, and we predict the model score by dropping the ID. It's -80. Sorry. Right now we will take the prediction by using the xtest data, and also we drop the ID axis. So we store all the predictions in the predict variable, and right now we are plotting the predict variable value, how it's moving. It is a 2D line graph, but it can be implemented as scatter much variable. So it's like this. This is on, and now the prediction values. The predictions we will store the predictions within the data set. So we use the xtext.copy command for making a copy data set in the predicted variable, and we add a column cluster which store all the predictions. And so the copied data set called predicted will look like this. All the predictions stored in the cluster variable. These are all the parameters of the model that we train. So we also providing the actual instance, actual classification, which is in which the instance belongs, and this will look like this in the actual in the column called actual, like this. Right now we checking the how the cluster divides. Prediction done. So the 19 instance go in cluster 1, 16 instance go in cluster 2, and 0 goes to the 10. But the actuality, the 19 in the Iris setosa, 13 in the Iris versicolor, and 13 in the Virginica. So there are the 3 instances which are wrong. These are about mapping. The two is mapping for Iris versicolor, 0 is for Iris Virginica, and 1 for Iris setosa. So we now map all the cluster number with the tag or the categorical data. So which is look like this, and we prepare a prediction variable or the accuracy variable by the name sec, and this is like this. The np.sum array equating the actual cluster. If yes, then count, otherwise left it, and divide by the total number of instances that we use. So we get the accuracy of 93.34%. Thank you.